Senator Davis and committee members, I thank you for letting me have a little opportunity to talk to you. I'm Dr. Keith Guest. I'm from Beaufort, South Carolina. I run a geriatric practice, and we have offices that are throughout the state. We have offices in Spartanburg and Greer, Rock Hill, Beaufort, Hampton, Saluda. We take care of people in Barnwell, Blackville, and we take care of people in North Augusta. Basically throughout the state. We heavily utilize nurse practitioners, and they're integral in our practice. I'm here to speak in favor of the Senate Bill 345 as written, because it really does improve care to the citizens in the state of South Carolina. It replaces the kind of an antiquated definition of what supervision is, and with a more current, modernized version of supervision, but it doesn't give complete and free autonomy. This isn't like letting the nurse practitioners go out and set up their own individual practice, which now many states do that, however, but this is not that bill.
And you just made a very important point that I'd like to share with my colleagues here. What we're doing essentially is updating a set of laws that were passed years ago.
Correct.
And subsequent to that time, nurse practitioners are trained and qualified and able to provide a range of services that aren't necessarily contemplated by those earlier laws.
The original provisions.
What I see us doing here, at least what I envision our task to be, is to allow nurse practitioners to render the sort of medical care for which they are qualified and have been trained to provide, and to bring our law into conformance with what's actually happening out there in the world. I mean, that's the way. So I'm glad you made that point from the very outset, because we're not talking about throwing everything out. We're talking about modifying a set of laws that are not properly reflective of how nurse practitioners are trained.
And that's one of the things that, although I'm a member of the South Carolina Medical Association, then they sent out an email that said we should speak against it. Their concerns were that we were just letting the nurse practitioners go out and set up individual practices, which is not true. This bill does not provide for that.
Right.